I'm in Chicago on their life.
And if there's any water back there, can somebody bring one bubble shut?
Room temperature.
Great.
Someone check GMS Chicago on their life too.
In Chicago.
Okay,
Post it in the orders bubble shut for water.
All right, we got sound, we got clarity. All right. Hey, shalom. Shalom. We are the brothers of the Great Millstone with honored guests, Brother Kai from Indiana. And first and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushai Ba'Shem B'Kakadash.
Double honors unto the apostles, double honors unto the elder bishops. Salutations to all our fellow laborers that do this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so, now more so than ever. All right. And to the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth, that be like unto the speckled bird among the heathen nations, that look like those heathen nations, this is not a black thing. All right. And to the few Akwaf that are listening and learning, we say shalom. We're just going to go right in, man. And I watched the video of the beloved brother ICR earlier. And the video was called This is who they are. Who's this? Salakia. This is who they are. Wicked by nature, yet no one says anything. Excellent video. If you haven't subscribed to the brother, you're going off. You need to subscribe to his videos. All right. And it's because he stay edifying. But there was a particular part that really caught my attention. I mean, I watched the video. I was listening to it in the background while I was doing things, you know. And there was a particular part when he started speaking. I just had to stop. And so to set the mood for the lesson and to get the brothers, cranial juices going, so that them precepts and them scriptures, the spirit works with them. If you would just hit play, brother, from that, we're gonna play about 2 minutes of it, starting from about the 11th minute.
Turn it, Michael. Let's go. No, man.
It says Wilby's resignation came after the report revealed that the Church of England had known about the abuse allegations against John Smith, a former leader of Church of England summer camps, since 2013. Smith, who died in 2018, is accused of sexually and physically abusing over 130 boys and carrying out thousands of lashings. Right?
Pause it.
And
so you know how we were taught how to extrapolate by the elder apostle Gabar. So over 130 abuses and thousands of lashes. Who do you think he was lashing? The boys who were trying to talk and in rebellion. All right, that's what he was doing. So this dude was giving corporal punishment and raping these boys. These are Edomites, so-called white male Christians. Okay. And I was talking about a video earlier, and we'll let it play again, that I'm desperately trying to find. Whoever sent that video to me, Bob Kashah, send it again, but it was a video of a Edomite soldier being interviewed that's over in Western Asia. And he was talking about all the stuff that's going on over there and all the things that they were doing. And he was saying, he basically was just admitting how he enjoys killing, torturing, and beating Ishmaelites, Arabs. And the funnest part was the raping of the women. And he started bragging about, this is an Edomite soldier, this is your democracy, right? Because they'll pin a medal on this guy and make movies about him,
Mm-hmm.
all right? And make him out to be a hero. Because a lot of people that have made heroes are really criminals.
The dude who just got exonerated for rear naked choking the one Jake on the train, he not only got scot-free and got exonerated, but then the next weekend he was in the box booth with President Trump, Vivek, the border czar, and and Vance, and so
they were like, good job.
Yeah, good job. Basically got elevated. Great job, buddy, for go ahead and killing another nigga.
Right, rear naked and choking a dude for 5 fucking
and
minutes.
If you go from jiu-jitsu, it takes less than 10 seconds to put somebody out. that was a murder.
Yeah, he held on to a rear naked choke for literally for over 5 minutes.
I'll say one thing.
Go ahead, brother.
Because in judo, we learned you could see somebody. He didn't have to choke. He could just hold him.
Yeah, he could have held him, man. He didn't have to. He's a Marine.
Yeah.
He knew restriction holds, man. He knew how to. But anyway,
Sleeper hold.
the point is that this soldier bragged about one particular girl. He was like, she was just sweet. She was crying. She was 15 years old, untouched virgin, Ishmaelite, a so-called Arab woman. And how when he took all that Habib off of her and all the stuff off of her, that her body was banging and he enjoyed her body for 3 days in a row. And then he commenced to pimping her out, all right, for $50 a pop, and how he made almost $500 a day or every other day. So when you add those numbers up, that means she was being forcibly penetrated by a lot of men. We're talking about a virgin who's never been touched, and her first encounter is a rape by a white man, which I'm sure she didn't enjoy. All right, and then she got just passed around to U.S. soldiers, to a force for good. Fuck, really? All right. Shameful spewing upon your glory. That's your democracy. That's your fucking ego right there, man. Democracy. Okay? That's what it is.
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
Now continue, Bob Kusha. I just wanted to share that. And whoever sent me that interview, please send it again. I've been desperately trying to find it because I want to do some lessons. But go ahead.
This is going on all over the place, man. Right? Like we made mention about the Catholic Church. Right? Billions of dollars of cases, right? You know, they just paid out billions of dollars to these kids that they sexually abused, and that was it. Out in Cali. You know, put out the hush money, and that was it. They got swept under the rug. All right, but this is the true nature of the Edomites. This is back in 2018. It says proof the Catholic Church is infested with demonic child rapists known as priests. 300 priest predators named in grand jury report. Why is this not major news all over the earth, man?
Yeah, why is that?
But this is what we.
Where you at, vocab?
Right.
Where are the videos from the apologist? As a matter of fact, where are the videos from the other Israelites? What is IUIC or ISUPK going to tune in on this? The Sakari. I don't understand how how information like this can be shared, and then only Israelites are seen to speak on things of this nature. Is the great millstone.
I got an emergency.
I don't even think I see the other camps even preach against Esau.
No, all they do is preach against us.
I got an emergency. I got an emergency scripture, if I may. This is Acts 20:27. For I have not shunned to declare unto you all the counsel of the Heavenly Father. If you are a righteous man of the Lord, you would not have shunned to declare unto us and the planet and the world all the counsel of the Heavenly Father. Vocab, IUIC, ISUPK, Sakari. You call yours Mike Brown.
We know, that Klaus Brown, he ain't gonna have nothing to say. We understand your situation when you've been caught up in this sort of thing that we actually talk about. So we'll give him a pass on this. But what about James White, Dr. James White, and vocab? What about you two? Because we know Brown ain't in no position to say nothing about nobody at this point.
But then wasn't James White? What did he have? Wear some girl clothes too? Was that Brown too?
It wasn't him. It was just
that was Brown too. Wood. That was Wood.
Yeah.
Say all of them fucked up, man. All right. But at the same time, they're not coming against so-called Christianism. They're not coming against the Arabism. They're not going against anything. But all they're worried about is Hebrew Israelites. And not even rest them camps, because they'll go ahead and sit down at the table with them. They're really against the righteous men of the Lord, a great millstone. Okay. So where the fuck is all your other people who are coming against these? But look at this.
What's Sister Sherry?
Yeah, when you read it, 300 cases, and then that one dude. If you can go back, you don't have to put the sound on. But one dude, 130. That's just one guy.
Right.
Because he talked about this particular Christian sect, where they, went and stayed in the homes, and they, they were just molesting young people, and all they would do was do what they took a page out the Catholic Church's book, when the person got caught, they paid the people off the hush money.
Right.
So hey, here, take this money. Don't say nothing about my priest banging your little girl or your little boy.
That's right.
All right, here's that money, and then they would take that priest or that
And move.
weird Christian guy, and they would send him to another place, and he'd just do the same shit all over again. Like this guy who finally, this one individual's in jail, but after 130 boys and thousands of lashings, real quick, man, this is Psalms 73:5. They are not in trouble as other men,
Come on.
neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore, pride compasses them about as a chain of violence covered them as a garment. And that soldier was proud as fuck about him raping and pimping out this 15-year-old girl who, after 30 days, committed suicide. He says she chose not to be here anymore because she was defiled and her family disowned, and she didn't believe she could go to heaven and all this other stuff. So, she wasn't happy. So she decided. So she wasn't happy.
Right.
Actually, she had, in my eyes, the woman had honor. She decided that fuck, I can't live after this shit. This is,
Shameful.
right.
Being they overseas, they probably was dropping seed and all types of shit.
Oh yeah, they were. These Edomites was freaking off on, and they probably was, gang banging and tag teaming too. You know how they get down.
See, they put P. Diddy face on all that stuff.
Right, but P. Diddy's face is being blasted everywhere.
This is
but this shit is going on, and nobody's saying a word.
Ecclesiastes 8:11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. So that's because these priests and these people on the left hand side do these crimes and do these crimes and do these crimes. Even when it gets brought out to light, they get a smack on the hand, a little fussing. Man, you got caught. What the fuck? You don't get caught. And then they sweep it under the fucking rug.
They always get caught.
You know what I'm saying? They always get caught, but then down the line, they get swept under the fucking rug. There's no justice.
He might not
Right?
be in prison. He probably somewhere else.
No, they just move him to another church. They move him to another convent. They put it to another cathedral, and that's what they do. They just move them. They don't put charges on them. This is what's wrong with the planet. See, since judgment isn't executed speedily in the kingdom, why you think the Lord said they're gonna be run with an iron rod and an iron hand? Because soon as they act the fuck up, if the motherfucker commit adultery, he's going to be killed. All right. The matter of fact, he's going to be killed in a righteous killing. All right. If a child is acting a fool, they're going to bring it to the judges, and the child is going to be destroyed. If a motherfucker commit adultery, if the woman didn't cry out, both of them are going to be destroyed. It's not going to take but months to a year to see that judgment coming before. You know what? I'm not going to do that. Oh shit, I'm not going to do that. But since judgment's not executed, they don't care.
No, well, because you know what the problem is that this Western authority is completely corrupt and immoral. All right, and wrong judgment goes forth, man. Bring it out, brother.
Yeah, it's Habakkuk, first chapter, starting at verse 3. Says, "Why doest thou show me iniquity and cause me to behold grievance? For spoiling and violence are before me, and there are that raise up strife and contention. Therefore the law is slack, and judgment doeth never go forth. For the wicked doeth compass about the righteous, therefore wrong judgment proceedeth."
Ooh, can I land back off you, brother? Right back in Psalm 73. I'm going to start at verse 8. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression.
That's it.
They speak loftily. They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. So their wickedness gets pushed forth, and they call it progressive. And if you speak against it, you're the problem. You're anti-Semitic. You're hateful, right? You don't trust the science. Look,
You're not forward thinking.
in what was it, 2016, when Barack Hussein Obama passed the NDAA Act, which was beyond un-American and unconstitutional. All right, when he did that, he gave these people unlimited power, because in that act, it was stated that somebody can look it up on their phone, find it. But in that act, I'm pretty sure that it states that the government can use propaganda against its own citizens. It's legal. So they told you that it's legal for your government to lie to you in order for them to pass new doctrine, in order for them to pass bills or set forth new things, or for national security's sake, it's okay to lie. And all of a sudden, what was that thing called? Something 200? Event 202 or something? That happened in 2019 around October, November, December, and then we all know what happened come 2020. Now, mind you, right before that, your government was allowed to lie. And the funny thing is they're trying to push that lie again. Well, go ahead, brother.
This is from 2013. This has been a minute ago too, like you said. But this goes back to, I think, 2013. The U.S. repeals propaganda ban, spreads government-made news to Americans. For decades, a so-called anti-propaganda law prevented the U.S. government's mammoth broadcasting arm from delivering programming to American audiences.
So what they're admitting, just by you just reading what you just read, it was them admitting that they've been lying to and do lie to the American citizens. And then when someone speaks against those lies, they're called a conspiracy theorist. All right.
Somebody said Smith Month Act.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Okay.
Yeah, Smith HR 5736.
Bring it out. Read it.
Yeah, it just says HR 5736 Smith Month Modernization Act of 2012. I'm gonna have to. Oh, there it is. So here, introduce. It got introduced May 10th, 2012. Smith Modernization Act of 2012 amends the United States Information and Educational Exchange Act of 1948 to authorize the Secretary of State and the Broadcasting Board of Governors.
What else happened in 1948? Well, go ahead.
Board of Governors to provide for the preparation and dissemination of information intended for foreign audiences abroad about the United States.
So that definition of anti-Semitic really got pushed hard come 1948, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, for like we stated yesterday, people who are first in every community and every place, and they are, but for somehow though in the media, they're the victims of every goddamn thing.
God, I gotta keep. Go ahead, Professor, real quick. It says including about its people, its history, and the federal government's policies through the press, publications, radio, motion pictures, the internet, and other information media.
And how
they keep going.
No, just go back and read it again. So you got to understand what's happening here. Literally right before your eyes, live on the internet. All right,
and they're telling you
this is revealing. This is how the so-called white man operates. This is how your government is operating.
We told you we're
lying. All right. So when we telling you that they lie about history, I was just watching Putin show all the relics and all the and the complete cognitive dissonance of a lot of people when he was showing you these relics that were that were older than the 14th century, that were prior to the 14th century. Look, there are relics all over Eurasia still to this day. All right, going back to the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th century of so-called black people as the saints. All right. So what happened at the end of the 14th century, going into the 15th century, was the Renaissance, was the whitewashing and the lies. This is actually, truth be said, that's when this really started. It wasn't 2012. It really started with the Renaissance. All right. But it's the same thing because they're lying about history. And he said that they can use their media, their television, the news. They're telling you all the different outlets that they're going to do it. All right. Trust in the science. Wear the fucking mask. No.
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
I just said today that the spirit just said that you went straight to that because now they're saying there was no quarantine in 2020. The kids were not. The kids just got out of school a few weeks early, and then were in hybrid mode in the wintertime. This is what they're saying now. They changed the narrative already.
Damn.
There was no quarantine. Said bars just closed early.
Damn.
So they changing everything now. When we didn't live
Like
this
we
shit.
just went
Don't look up.
Let's not forget.
Wow, normally they wait 20, 30 years to do some shit like
They
that.
already changed it.
Wow. People, family, the spirit world, all that.
Right. All the people that died as a result of taking a Band-Aid, not the boogeyman, not the thing, the C thing itself, but the Band-Aid.
Right.
All right. And that's what blows my mind that they're trying to push this shit again. It's in commercials and on TV. And it's like they're glossing over the fact that you had the sudden deaths.
Man.
That you have myocarditis in 5-year-olds. And healthy teenagers.
Athletes.
Athletic teenagers, athletic college students in the prime physical strength of their life, dropping from myocarditis with blood clots and shit. And as if they all didn't have one common denominator, which was the Band-Aid.
Mm-hmm.
Not the C, but the Band-Aid itself.
Right.
Message.
You know what? Before he reads through that again, I want to pick this up because this is in that same thing. The act contains controversial language allowing the indefinite military detention of persons the government suspects of involvement in terrorism, including U.S. citizens arrested on American soil.
So that means it's including telling the fucking truth.
That's it.
So we've labeled T's because we're exposing what they're doing wrong.
Right.
All right. Well, it's our job because guess what? We're the mouthpiece of the Lord.
Got a quick one.
Bring it out.
This is Ephesians chapter 5, verse 13. It says, but all things that are reproved are made manifest by the light. For whatsoever doth make manifest is light. So we're not T's, we're light.
That's right.
All right. It says, whatsoever doth make manifest is the light. And that's all
right.
through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah.
That's right. And nobody else is doing it.
Well, it says how they scatter like roaches.
They can't do it.
When the light come on, you know, that's what it says. And this is the condemnation that men love darkness rather than light because their deeds are evil. Yeah.
You want me to continue reading it?
Yeah, read it again. Just that portion. Just start. Read it again, brother.
It says, including about its people.
No, go up a little bit.
Oh, okay.
So anyone that just got on.
All right, I'm gonna read it from here. It says, the HR 5736 that was introduced to the House in May 10, 2012. It says Smith Modernization Act of 2012 amends the United States Information and Educational Exchange Act of 1948 to authorize the Secretary of State and the Broadcasting Board of Governors to provide for the preparation and dissemination of information intended for foreign audiences abroad about the United States, including about its people, its history, and the federal government's policies through press, publications, radio, motion pictures, the internet, and other information media, including social media, and through information centers and instructors. Under current law, such authority is restricted to information disseminated abroad with a limited domestic exception.
So that means they control everything. From your commercial, television, all the way up to controlling
everything,
the internet and what's on it, as far as YouTube, Instagram, whatever it is. You see, they have their Facebook. They have control of all of it. And if you say something that goes against or reveals, their wicked doings or their injustices, you get labeled, a problem, and they'll delete your your content. And in some cases, they'll even show up and come arrest you because some people, some Western countries have been arrested just for saying something.
They just said they just passed a law. We'll pull it up.
What happened with Assad? Wasn't Assad a president in Syria that had to flee to Russia? And maybe it was a couple months back when he had given the message about the issues.
Yeah.
So now this president got ousted.
So yeah, because you had a second president from Eurasia, all right, from Western Asia, so Slovakia, all right, from Western Asia. Eurasia is up above the part you call Europe. But you had the second president from Eurasia or from Western Asia that stated that the Israelis are not the Israelites. Ooh. All right, so that was the second man to say it vocally, publicly on national TV. Because the first president was in 1951, the Egyptian president.
Nasser.
All right, and so you had Assad about what was that about maybe 4 or 5 months back,
and now he has no country. Now he's
and which makes sense why they attacked Syria.
It was backed by the Israelis. Yeah. That's well documented.
Because he's like, oh, so you gonna rat us out, tell the world on us?
We're coming after
all right,
everything.
All right, then we gonna steal your shit from you.
Yep.
And that's exactly what they did.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Gamal, Abdel, Nasir.
Yeah, because and that's another thing we talked about the curses and the position of the Israelites. The Israelites would have no power. They wouldn't have armies and other armies fighting for them.
They're the tail, not the head.
All right, they're the tail and not the head. These people are the heads. All right, which makes them what? Edom. Because Edom would be the head when upon the return of the Lord, and with the orbs, which are the angels, all right, showing up and showing off. We know that we're close to that time, deadly close to that time. At the same time that nuclear war is on the table now. It's being talked about. It's being threatened.
Right, they're already saying they lost.
They're setting up. Some leaders, world leaders, are actually preparing their citizens for it. American leaders are not preparing their citizens for it. They're too arrogant or too stupid, all right, to do so. Or because America wants to always have the appearance. This is like I always say when it comes to Esau, Edom, so-called white men in America. No matter how wicked they are, they have to be made to look through the media, through their propaganda, lion-ass media, like they're the pure, like they're the good guys. All right. When look about them 3 aristocrats, some 3 white aristocrats, those 3 brothers who just got arrested, for all the sex trafficking and rape. Those 3 rich aristocrats out of Florida, 3 brothers. That story didn't make the mainstream headlines. You only saw it on the internet in a few places, man. But it's not mainstream. Nobody's talking about it. Okay, at all. The 6 cops. Bring it out.
Yeah, well, again, this is from the DOD while they were talking about all that Diddy shit. How they're trying to get anybody who comes against the government.
This is why they want to distract you with Diddy. No. Did you see this thing that the Biden administration pushed through? This new martial law thing? Yeah. This is very disturbing. Jamie, please Google this so we can find out what the actual law states. But it's DOD Directive 5240.01, giving the Pentagon power for the first time in history to use lethal force to kill Americans on U.S. soil who protest government policies. What are they expecting? 5250.01, sounds right? Is that what it is? All right. Did I tell you what it is? I'm sorry. 5240.01. DOD Directive. This is from RFK Jr. Posted this on Twitter, and I'm finding out about it because people are blowing me up about it. That's fucking terrifying. That is a terrifying thing to push through for the first time in U.S. history, giving the military the ability to shoot and kill American citizens. That's crazy too. And it's interesting because with the Smith Modernization Act and stuff like that, it's almost like they kind of, in a weird way, just make it legal what they're already doing. What's that? The Smith Modernization Act? The Smith Modernization Act that Obama pushed through, which basically made it so it was legal for the U.S. government to use propaganda against its citizens, which they were already doing in different ways through CIA and all that stuff. So it sounds like we can legally do it. You can't sue us now. How crazy is it that it's legal to lie? How crazy is that? For the government to not just legally lie, but make it concoct completely fabricated stories just to push a narrative if they decide that it's in the best interest of national security or whatever. To just manipulate energy in your mind and all.
Just if it's in the best interest of their pocketbooks.
That's right.
All right, of them making money, man. So this is what we're facing. All right. Basically, we've revealed the man behind the curtain, and now the man behind the curtain is like, fuck it. Esau's it to that. Well, Yak, you said it. The day's gonna come when Esau just said, "Fuck it, you got me. I'm the devil." and then he's gonna go straight Wisdom of Solomon 2 on you. He's just gonna come against you with great violence. All right. Fuck what's right and what's wrong. I got all the guns. I got all the military. I got the manpower. So I know that I'm wrong, but what are you gonna do about it? Exactly. Let our strength be the. Read it, Bob Kashad. Then bring out what you got, Bob.
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon.
This is why they want to distract.
Pull that video to it, right? So I have my back.
This is
Go ahead, brother.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 10. It says, "Let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age. Let our strength be the law of justice. For that which is feeble was found to be nothing worth." Right? And this is the mindset of the ungodly. This is the mindset of the wicked, and they're ruling right now. All right. And they said, let our strength be the law of justice. So if they make up some laws and you wind up abiding by those laws and wind up, maneuvering through and, flourishing, then they'll change it on you. Right. And then they say, well, you say, well, no, I followed the law. Well, no, I'm changing it now. Let our strength be the law of justice. I'm stronger than you, so I'm changing. He's like dude from Minister to Society. I don't give a fuck what I said. Don't be coming around here at 9 o'clock. Well, you told me to. I don't give a fuck what I said. Don't listen to me.
The Supreme Court had ruled that income tax was unconstitutional. So then, fast forward, you know what they did? Well, let's make an amendment. I think it's the 16th Amendment or 26th Amendment? They amended. Now they can tax income. Supposedly, still it's unconstitutional.
Because it's unconstitutional. That's what they do. These people break their own law.
Well, he's supposed to be able to make an amendment to change what the Constitution said was right or wrong.
Well, as of as I told you, as of October 22nd of 2024, the Constitution is no longer the law of the land. For anyone who's listening, anyone that will hear.
Oh yeah.
All right. As of which is especially those who knew about my case and the fight that I was fighting. Because it was a Constitution that allowed me to win. It was a Constitution that allowed me to overcome them, and they just put the whole thing on pause until October 22nd, 2024, when they put into place the Future Pact. The Future Pact has superseded the Constitution because you're no longer under constitutional law in America. And when the masses wake up to that, all right, they're gonna have a problem. When the masses finally wake up to that fact, they're gonna have a really bad problem.
That's right, without their permission.
And they're going to because so now they no longer use the Constitution as a defense. And because the judge all of a sudden, after deliberating, or what do you call it, deliberating? Yeah, after deliberation, and then just sitting there and doing nothing and putting me in legal limbo for over a year. Mm-hmm. All right. Because I was told that, that I would have a decision by Friday. We had court on a Monday. A year and some months later, right? She still had deliberated because if she deliberated, she actually had to do her job. I won. They had no defense against the way I came at them. I actually beat their little crooked system. But then as soon as the Future Pact supersedes the Constitution, all of a sudden I get notice from her that the case is canceled. Not what they call dismissed. My case wasn't dismissed. It wasn't dismissed with prejudice. It wasn't dismissed. It was canceled.
Like you never filed.
And the reason she no longer had jurisdiction. So what the fuck you mean?
She said, well,
you're a Supreme Court federal judge. You don't have jurisdiction over of a Supreme Court case? Because this was Supreme Court. Brothers, a few sisters might be listening. So we know what the fuck we're talking about. All right? So America is no longer America already, but that just goes to show you that the average American is dumb as fuck because they think that Donald Trump can do something for them. Donald Trump don't even have. Donald Trump, the Constitution not even working for him. So you're so worried about constitutional law and this rah, your president, your country is already gone, man. That's why when, like what Gerald Celente said, when all else fail, they take you to war. And I agree with Apostle Elder Tahar. Gerald Celente is definitely a Jake.
Oh, for sure.
Right? But he right.
Plus another thing on Trump, I don't see why people looking at him because he already said we're gonna make Israel great and America great.
And you can't do both.
So if he's saying he's gonna make Israel great,
that means
he with the elite. He for the elite.
That also means that he's getting ready to fuck over you Americans.
Yeah,
that's what that really means. Because America is like a damn, a sick patient is literally about to die.
And that,
all right, and by you not giving it attention and giving your attention to this other place, you're going to let your country die, man.
Well, they already saying. I've been watching this cryptocurrency shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Trump wasn't fucking with the cryptocurrency, but now he fucking with it. So they trying to figure out which cryptocurrency they gonna use.
That's because they get ready to bring
digital.
That's exactly why.
They already had made it though. They made a USD currency years ago, and they had not released it. They're doing it to
the USD is already out. The USD currency has been out. It's been out. What's happening is they trying to get rid of the whole fucking shabam and start off with something new. They getting rid of the United States.
So
the
that
dollar is done.
There you go.
It has no weight.
And let me jump in there, brother. That's also because the European Union and the EU are on the verge of breaking up. All right. The British Prime Minister just said that he wasn't going to side with Trump over the EU, over the European Union. All right. And yeah, this shit is looking. This I'm telling you, some crazy shit because the European Union is saying Europe, Eurasia, ain't no fucking such thing as Europe. All right, don't make me prove it. I hurt your feelings. That's some shit they made up. All right, but they are on the same shit that Trump on. They're saying Europe first, Europeans first. So you can clearly see the build up to the tension, to the separation, right? And then now Turkey has, the Aragon said that he and Putin were the last two rulers in the world, and he said that Iran, Turkey, and Russia need to come together against Israel. That's what he just said. This shit is about to go the fuck down, man. Esau is finished. This is the West is finished. It's about to implode on itself. 2025, white and the chariots are making themselves. They're admitting that they're at war with the chariots, calling them orbs and aliens and all this other shit. Go ahead, brother.
This is Jeremiah 51:8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her. Take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed.
Right, so they can do it, but they're not gonna do it because that's not their plan. Really, it's ultimate. It's not the Lord's plan.
God.
Because Esau can really turn a 0 to a 1. They don't really need money. You know what I mean? They can really, the elite get whatever's past trillion. They don't need money.
They got resources. Right, they got resources they can do. It's like the apostles and the elders have said, the Rothschilds could write a check and fix American debt.
Overnight.
It'd be okay. But the Lord is controlling all of this, man. Why? Because the Lord is bringing down Babylon, man.
We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go everyone into his own country.
Europe first.
That's right.
Yeah, they got that spirit. Europe first.
India,
Canada.
We'll worry about
Canada
India.
Too. Canada just said
turn the lights off.
Yeah, he just threatened to turn off the power and stop gas from coming to 4 American states, man. right? Amos 9:8, real quick. Then you brothers bring out what you got. He said, "Behold, the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith Yahweh." All right, so we're looking forward to this chaos. We're the only people who are embracing it. While everyone else is freaking out. All right, because I've had many people on my comment board. Well, when that happens, you're gonna get shot, or you're gonna get put into a camp, or you're gonna catch the missiles too. Well, if that be, then Lord be it, man. But you know what? I don't want to be here no more.
That's right.
All right,
Anyway.
I'm tired of this place.
That's right.
We're not living, man.
See the fall of your enemy,
Right.
Better than
And the Lord, and that's what I prayed for. I prayed the Lord, if I don't make it, please just let me see them go down, and at least get that. And I'm literally watching
Them
the
going
downfall of my enemy.
Perfect.
All right. I mean, look at the amount of Edomite women that are banging men of color. Not just Jake, all men. Everybody, the average Edomite woman don't want a white male.
That's true.
All right.
Damn true.
Hey,
Collectively. All right. So and it's beautiful to see.
Oh, it's true.
I seen one video with a Edomite say, "I want my children to be melanated."
Yeah, I saw that one. She said, "I want our children to be strong. I want
to be melanated.
I don't want my child to not be able to go out in the sun."
They got it to where they're teaching their daughters, if they're getting in trouble, somebody's chasing them, find the biggest black man you can find and tell them to that you're in trouble, because that black man is more liable to go ahead and save your ass and take you back home than anybody else.
Because
so
Esau perverts, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, you know, they because they'll put the hooded headed, you know, dread headed ninja YN, right, as the problem. But while they doing that, the bald face, smooth face, blue eyed guy is in there robbing you fucking blind.
Man,
Don't be a minister to society.
You left something.
How many niggas was on Chris Hansen?
The man.
How many niggas was on that?
Right.
That was Edomites, man.
Yeah, and that's another reason why they took it off the show. And then one of the sheriffs that was arresting people got caught up doing that shit.
You've been stinging niggas doing this shit. Correct. You've been stinging crackers do this shit. Now you got stung. Fucking goofy ass.
And that's why you make sure you know your sin will find you out. And this is to the Israelites, and it's to the heathen. The Most High said his eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. You cannot do wrong and get by. You will be caught and prosecuted for your iniquities, man, by Yahweh Shem Shai and the angelic forces, man.
Can we play that video?
It's on deck. All right, give me 1 second. See, it's like it. Oh, maybe Valley. Oh, Valley. Yeah, I see it. So now, now hold on a second. I had to find it. It's like I had to remember.
Jay-Z says
Oh, democracy now.
We turn now to Mississippi, where 6 white former police officers who called themselves the Goons Squad have pleaded guilty to raiding a home and torturing 2 black men earlier this year, after first trying to cover up their actions. Some of the officers face life in prison. On January 24th, court records show the deputies raided a home in Braxton, Mississippi, after a white neighbor of one of the officers called them to complain there were black men staying there. The officer texted the others, quote, "Are y'all available for a mission?" That night, without a warrant, the officers burst into the home, handcuffed, beat, tasered the 2 men, Michael Corey Jenkins and Eddie Terrell Parker. Also sexually abused them with a sex toy with shouting racial slurs. One of the officers put a gun in Jenkins' mouth for a mock execution and pulled the trigger. The bullet lacerated Jenkins' tongue, broke his jaw, exited through his neck. This is U.S. Attorney Darren LaMarca last week announcing federal charges against the former officers for the attack.
But not only did they brazenly commit these acts,
So, you know, if that didn't get you boiling, man.
Right.
If that didn't get you fucking boiling, that shit should have you fucking enraged, man.
Oh.
And then, you know, hearing this, and then you take that and you couple it with the story about the soldier, the white soldier bragging. These are Edomite men. This is what the fuck they do. Then you had the 23 states where all the sheriffs and the cops are selling legal guns on the streets. And all the top cops that was involved in that are fucking white. All right? Maybe it's time that you don't have no more white police officers. They seem to be the problems, man. They're the ones that's always beating and shooting people for the most part.
So
collectively, you know, it's always them. Maybe it's time that, you know, that they don't get allowed to let pale men be police officers. I mean, I think got a lot of people upset right about that. But you know what? The Lord is coming to take you people out of power, man.
That's
all right. It's fucking happening.
I mean, well, you see this shit now. Esau losing power now. You know, like you say, the women women ain't dealing with them. They coming to Jake. God damn it, the jobs.
You gave them this freedom,
right?
All right, you gave them this freedom, and now a lot of pale women are CEOs and managers and shit like that.
Jake, not
you know,
Jake.
And it's funny to me what they want. They want that buff dude literally right out the prison. The prison workout is hot among white health clubs with well-to-do white women. They want to do the prison workout. I'm like, what? So you got some damn, you know, some swole ass dude with a New York accent, you know, straight off the
with the Timbs.
So right, with the Timbs on and the damn right.
You get money, yo.
Exactly. All up in the executive club working out, you know, and you know what that leads to, and I know that because I've been there.
Oh, hi, how you doing?
You know, right? Then they want to, because they all want to hire you as their trainer, and then they want to show you off. They invite you everything, you know.
You
got another one?
Yeah, but I sent you the documentary, but Channel 9 had basically done this. In the brother could the other could put up the video, but it was a documentary. It's called Sanctuary of Sin. Well, basically it said exactly what you guys said, is that what they do is what they get when they have these like horrendous ass like extreme case priests. They basically send them somewhere in the woods, and they basically look out for them. You know, it's called Sanctuary of Sin, but it basically they don't tell the people around in that area. They just it's heavily guarded. Yeah, I sent you the whole like it's half an hour. Wow. But that should be the preview. Jay want to just play it. It's like 29 minutes long. Esau's been exposing Esau with these Edomites, man. Esau's been losing fucking Larry Potash to bring out a lot of shit, because I don't know if Elder remember I had sent you the thing about how they had gone into Bronzeville and how Jake was set up and how they dressed nice and that the community was like perfect. They were going through all the paintings and shit, like basically saying, hey, these aren't the people that you see in the rap videos or in slump
right
in the areas.
They families, right, and they all had those big homes and mansions too.
Yeah, they had a sense of community.
They were actually doing very well.
Yeah.
See, a brother that used to be that's no longer with us. He said this, man, and it always stayed with me. He said that the nigger in America is the creation of the so-called white man. Right? Because they were very hardworking, family-driven, family-oriented people until you brought in heroin, all right, going back to the 60s. Crack. Then you pushed the father out of the home, and you took away the trades because what was happening was a lot of Negroes were coming right out of high school. All right, coming out of high school, they were coming out of high school with carpentry skills, with mechanic skills. That's right. All right, working for these car companies and working, you know. They didn't need college, and they saw that. Wait a minute, these niggas got homes and 2 cars, and their families together. They got a damn piano. I ain't got no piano. Right? Absolutely. You know, exactly. And so they had to stop that. So all of a sudden you had this whole Betty White cleanup woman, proud, fist in the air, you know, right, following Gloria Steinem. You know,
bra. Yeah.
You know, so all of a sudden these went right. Take your bra if you don't need it no more. You know, shop around, be with all these different men. You know, how these babies would kick that man out the house. You know, and take these. So that's just and all that was legislation and the doctrine of Edomite supremacy to destroy us as a people.
Yep.
And it worked. And it had to work because it's part of prophecy.
It's full circle. It's the propaganda thing. Canasma said Cosmopolitan. I don't know if brothers heard it, but that magazine was also pushed by the CIA, just like the same bitch that the brother's name, Gloria.
Gloria Steinem.
Gloria Steinem.
That feminism, that movement was started by the CIA. That Cosmo magazine, which told you what a woman is supposed to be, and that's where all the progressiveness came from.
Yep.
A woman read it. Oh, the modern woman can do this. The modern woman can do that. And they pushed that. And niggas so simplified, they fell for the bait. Well, they want that pussy, so yeah, okay, baby, yeah, you can do this, you can do that. Right. When you watch All of the Family, you watch his wife follow the progression from what her daughter, her son would tell her, and she would push that on her. Yeah. And they became more progressive over the season. I just watched the pilot not too long ago, and you see how the daughter was pushing this shit on her. Do this, do that, and the mother right for the shit.
And the daughter's husband was an ish.
Yep. Absolutely was.
So there it is.
With Archie.
Oh, Archie.
Right.
He used to put her ass in her place too. And when it first came out.
Edith?
That show would make it today.
He was
most of those shows from the 70s.
No, they would make. They would have canceled the first season.
I'm not talking about FBC.
Yeah. Bring it out, brother.
It's Nahum 3 and 5. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft, that selleth nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcraft. Behold, I am against thee. So that they use their media to push all these
that witchcraft.
And you, brother, listen to what you just read and what you just said, and look closely at that screen. WGN Film presents Sanctuary of Sin, but look at the top. CNN leaks footage of MC Hammer destroying. Come on, man. Why you gotta pick on Hammer?
Yeah, why that get more attention?
How the fuck is that even popping up? You understand what I'm saying? That's what Esau Edom does.
They're like, no, look at this.
Right.
Look at this nigga.
Don't look at this.
It's the Hammer time.
That's a perfect example of what we talking about.
Deflection.
How you gonna go back? MC Hammer has been old news, man. And you know, and quite as just kept, you know, fuck what people say, man. MC Hammer was raw as fuck.
That's right.
All right. He was all about helping his people, man. So you know, he get mad props from me. All right.
Back to your point, you look. That's a year ago.
Right.
753 views.
Right.
But the Hammer got
3 weeks ago. Yeah.
3 weeks ago, and it's almost 500,000 already.
And this one a year ago got only 750.
Right. Because so this pushed way down. Because like I said, the United States media democracy runs in a position where the pale male has to be the face of what's good and what's pure, and a brown man, being he dark brown or light brown,
nigga,
or a sand nigga, has to be the face of what's bad, what's wicked, what's wrong. That's how it is. So go ahead and play that.
My name is Shameful, and I am a victim survivor of clerical sexual abuse.
I just don't want this to happen again to another kid.
I would like to see Ted McCarrick dying in a prison jumpsuit, but he's not behind bars, and that's where he ought to be.
You can't turn these people loose. It's not fair to society.
What?
At our warehouse in a rural, heavily wooded area to keep them outside or at least beyond the law.
This issue impacts everybody.
They are the problem. They're a big part of it, but they can fix this.
Wow, this is Habakkuk 2 and 16. Bitch. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also,
His
let thy
entourage.
foreskin be uncovered. The cup of Yahweh's right hand will be turned unto thee. We can't wait. And shameful spewing shall be upon thy glory, man. So this is shameful spewing upon your glory, man.
Wow.
Right? On the highest level, shalom level. It says, well, actually, I can stop right there. That was the main point.
Can I read the next verse on Nahum?
Go ahead, brother.
It's Nahum 3 and 5. It says, "Behold, I am against thee, saith Yahweh by Shem Yahushua of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame, and I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock."
And the world is looking at America sideways, the West sideways, at the Israeli sideways, and actually at the Pale Male sideways.
And it has been
and it has been that way for a while. People are seeing and beginning to see that these people are the problem. Right?
See, what people don't see is over the years, America's pushed their narrative. But then across the country, I remember over 15, 20 years ago, going over to London and living in there for about a year. And they would all ask me, where are you from? I'm like, I'm from America, I'm from Chicago. I'm like, no, where are you really from? And they would always ask that. And it was peculiar to me at that time. And then they'll always ask me right after, did you vote for Bush? I'm like, no, I don't vote at all. He said, then we like you. These motherfuckers been hated America. Because what America does is go around the countries and all around the world pushing their agenda, their so-called democracy, their policies, and it hurts and rapes every single country because it's not for their cause. All right. So America over the years has put this deep-seated hatred that's been planted and sold amongst every other nation, even their own allies, while the scripture says the beast shall hate the whore.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers actually hate America.
Going back to especially right around 2007, 2008, when that crash came, and that whole year, I remember too, in 2006 and 2007, shit just kept shutting down everywhere.
Yeah.
And I never really, put it together until the crash came in 2008. But I had a particular client of mine, who was one of my favorite clients. But he told me how it was the first time that he went over to Eurasia, and as he was traveling about doing his business, that none of the taxi drivers in none of the countries, because in Europe, Eurasia, you can drive from Germany to France, or you be in the next, it's right, and you just got to go through their borders and shit. But he was telling how none of the taxi drivers around that crash time wanted to use U.S. currency. Said he had to convert. He said he'd never had to. He said this is the first time I went to Europe and actually had to convert so much money to European currencies because no one wanted the dollar at that time. And you go back, the last 30, 40 years, the dollar was king no matter where you were. Yep. All right? They would take that dollar, man.
The exchange rate
always, and the exchange rate was crazy high. And I remember, I got to Thailand, man, and I had about $500 American money, man. I was the king because a $20 bill was 500 baht. Good Lord. Just a $20 bill. So basically a $20 bill puts you in a room with a stove, with a refrigerator for days. Yeah. You didn't have to, Right. So I'm like, well, damn, I could actually stay here for months and still eat and party and have
back in 2005 when I went to London, the pound was king. The dollar was already dead back then. There was like, you had 20 American dollars. It was like 15 pounds. It's like, wait a minute, I'm losing money. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I first started losing because you didn't know. And over here in America, they think that the dollar is the king. The dollar been fell back over 15 years ago, and it has never regained its
from that 2008 thing.
What were you about to say, Ben?
I got something too.
Bring it out, brother.
So this is basically going into this shit we just see. This Deuteronomy 17, and I'm gonna start at 10, but the point is in 13. It says, "And thou shalt do according to the sentence which they of that place which Yahweh shall show thee, and thou shalt observe to do all to do all that they inform thee according to the sentence of the law, which they shall teach thee, and according to the judgments. Now, if I'm gonna jump to the point, so like it. This verse, I'm gonna start at 12 and hit 13. And the man that will do presumptuously and will not hearken unto the priest that standeth to minister before Yahweh thy power, or unto the judge, even that man shall die, and thou shalt put away evil from Israel, and all the people shall hear and fear and do no more presumptuously. So, according to the law, if you do something like that, you're supposed to be put to death immediately. If you go against the law, or if a priest going off, hey, that's why the Lord dealt with Eli the way he did, because he ain't judged his sons. His sons were supposed to be put to death, and he prolonged it. So the Lord took Eli out too, you know. So because if these sodomites, that's really what it is, they sodomites, and they using the scriptures as a cloak of maliciousness.
Mm-hmm.
They hiding behind the scriptures when really they don't believe it all. Right? Yeah. They don't believe it all, you know. And to be honest, that town probably a damn freak fest. Yeah. You know, with them damn old weirdos. You know what I mean? You know, but if you like amongst Israel, if you had this, like if you have a whore, all right, and she, like scripture say, don't have a whore of the daughters of Israel, and you find out she out there tweaking, you burn her with fire. And what's gonna happen? You burn this bitch with fire.
My other horse know not to be.
Well, the bitch is gonna get up. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's like the twerking gonna stop.
That twerk gonna stop immediately.
Right. The big bug eyelashes.
That shit gonna stop.
Umbrellas. Bitches walk around like this.
Right. That shit.
I mean, and it's ugly as hell. These motherfuckers.
That shit is so ugly, man.
Keep
it's
telling
so unattractive.
Shit, man.
You know what I hate too? That the little hair shit.
The
baby hair bullshit.
You don't fuck with the baby ass shit?
Hell no, that shit looks stupid.
No, because they just.
That shit looks
and I would too if it was real baby hair, but that shit they put the edges all the way back and they put some paint, some fucking shit on, and then put the wig on top.
That's different. That's different.
No, they take some type of hair gel.
Hair control.
So that shit looks stupid.
And they put the swirls on it.
And I already seen one bitch tattoo
baby hair. That's solid. Yeah, of course.
Lord have mercy.
It's the hair that don't grow.
Yeah, bro.
But it looks like
no, it's stupid.
That
shit look like that's the same as a nigga sagging his pants.
You gotta
bring it out, brother.
Hey, this is Romans 16 and 20. We get into that time. It says, "The God of peace shall bruise Satan under your feet shortly. The grace of our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach be with you. Amen."
Read it again, brother.
Romans 16 and 20. "And the God of peace shall bruise Satan under your feet shortly. The grace of our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach be with you. Amen."
And that's what we waiting for, man. For the Lord to bruise Satan under our feet. Somebody get Lamentations 4. Bring it out, Pop.
This is Matthew 5, starting 12. "Rejoice and be exceedingly glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you. Ye are the salt of the earth. But if the salt have lost its savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is therefore good for nothing, but to be cast out and to be trodden down under foot of men." So we gonna do what we supposed to do, no matter what. Okay, this man wants to come against us, which he is going to, which he is doing
right now
already, and it's only going to get worse. But at the same time, it says, "Our reward in heaven is great." Ye are the light of the world, because we're the light of the world.
We the real illuminaries. We the real Illuminati.
Right hand side.
Right on the right hand side, exactly.
I mean, because the wickedness ain't illuminated. That's not the light. That's darkness.
Right.
We the true illuminaries, man. But Esau, that's what Esau like to do. He turn everything for the righteous and he make it evil.
Right.
You know, so you know.
Let me finish reading this. "Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick."
Right. Esau had his knowledge.
Right.
Nigga, you ain't illuminated, nigga. You a pussy.
Yeah, that's what
They're operating from the shadow.
Right,
The Masons' whole thing is what? Fucking
secrecy.
It's
all their councils,
Skull and Bone.
all their councils is all secret. They operate in secrecy from behind the curtain.
Yeah.
All right. You're actually supposed to lead from out front.
Wizard arms.
If you was raw, if you was really raw, like the Lord, hey, Yahweh Shema Shah been telling you what he gonna do for you to you since the beginning. Nigga, he ain't hid shit from you, nigga.
Front, right.
He's still telling you up front through his men.
Right.
The Lord ain't hiding, nigga. Your ass hiding from
and
the
now he's
shadow.
showing himself.
Right.
Absolutely.
All right,
That's
go
why
ahead, brother.
God's called the light.
Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father, which is in heaven. So that's why he tells us in the process of this, what? I shall not give thee the spirit of fear. Stand up there and do this. Boldly pronounce what it is I'm telling you to do. And if you do that, I got you. Period.
And the spirit of the wicked is that sneaky shit. This is Psalm 64:5. They encourage themselves in the evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see him? That Esau's all about, he can't, matter of fact, the scripture says they can't go to bed at night without figuring something wicked to do, another wicked policy,
and that's why
another wicked craft to do on them the next motherfucking day.
Right, like they Bilderberg meetings. That shit is a private thing. All the Bilderberg meetings. But all your other councils, it's public. But why this meeting, you can't show nobody what you're talking about.
Or when they
because they're gonna use their propagandas in their lives. Right. Bring out your scripture, brother. Let them bring the scripture out. Go ahead.
This 1 Thessalonians 5. I'm gonna start at 2 because apostles going into how we will be the children of light. Esau is gonna go into all of it. This verse 2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord Yahweh shall come as a thief in the night. For when they should say peace and safety, and then sudden destruction come upon them.
And right now, the Trump coming in office, a lot of people feeling like, now we finally we're going to get back to the years of prosper when the stock market is up and the money.
Because the smart ones are saying, I watched what's his name, Spectrum Survival. And he was talking about everybody's, trying to buy gold, trying to buy silver, trying to buy crypto, and he was like, what you really need to be buying is fucking bullets. So that's his mind. So the smart ones know that this shit about to hit the fan. Go watch Homestead. Go ahead, brother.
It says, as travail upon the woman with child, they should not escape. But ye brethren are not in darkness, that day shall overtake you as a thief. Ye are the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. And these people about to get caught up in the darkness. Like you was just touching on these people saying like, hey man, we about to get a relief, but there ain't gonna be no relief. It's about to be death to them. Because that's that thief in the night coming to them. That's not coming to the elect. The elect is woke up and paying attention and pointing out what's going on in this world to everybody. And this light is shining before men. And the people that's seeing it is grasping onto it. That's the ones the sheep should hear the voice. That's the only ones that's gonna come get it. Fuck the rest.
That's right. Who got that lamentation?
4 and 21.
God.
This is Lamentations chapter 4, verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sin.
There it is, man. This is Revelation 18 and 5. For her sins have reached into heaven, and God have remembered her iniquities. Revelation 18 and 6. This was put up by the brother Kazak, by the way. Reward her even as she has rewarded you, and double unto her according to her works. And the cup which she had filled unto her double. All right. So double, they got to get double for all this wickedness that they've done, minus all the most shit too.
That's it.
All right.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, because Esau, you know, don't
Yeah,
cops,
like that shit.
them Edomites, man, it's something about another man's booty hole, man. I don't know what the fuck wrong with them dudes, man. They got problems.
I mean, because they're clean contrary. The Lord said it in the Wisdom of Solomon. They're clean contrary. The Lord said they're clean contrary. They really look to be opposite of the nature of the Lord, which means the opposite of the nature of the Lord means they love booty.
Yeah,
they love everything that's contrary.
I got that history book. I'm gonna have to go into it again, man. And in that book, it even told you how the Greeks on the battlefield would rape dying soldiers.
I mean, come on, what the fuck, man?
Can't even die in peace.
I mean, goddamn.
Nigga just got ran through, stabbing and dying, and here comes some
He concentrated on trying to breathe his last breath.
Right, and some Edomite coming to hump him while he died.
And did he say Sparta 300? He said the Athenians are boy lovers.
There it is.
Man. See, and this is a track record that's been following them for millennia. This is the Spartans. That was over 2,000 years ago. This is Esau's nature. All right, they're clean. When the Lord said they're clean contrary, the Lord is not lying. They are clean contrary. I mean, you go to the scriptures, they looked at the opposite of what the Lord say. Don't eat pork, we eating pork. Don't murder, we murder.
Bald faces.
Yeah. Don't have a beard, we haven't. Have a beard, don't have a beard. You know what I'm saying? Don't love little children, we love them. It's bullshit, bro.
Go ahead.
This is Habakkuk 2. I had this is Habakkuk 2. I'll just get straight to the point. Verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
That's right.
But the just shall live by his faith. Esau was completely, like the other said, contrary. His soul is not upright. And what it said, a leopard can't change his spots.
Right.
Esau was made to be the wicked. So just like a leopard can't change his spots, the Ethiopian can't change his skin.
That's right.
All right. He can't change his nation. All right. So neither can he that is come to do evil do good.
That's right.
Esau wasn't meant to do good. In fact, even if he does something that seems like
it's by
good,
accident.
No, he has ulterior motive. Ulterior motive, man. It's a lot of just like look at the welfare shit. Get a nigga woman some bread.
Right.
Look at all the shit we talked about why he did it.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Why the woman get Section 8? Why the woman get public housing? Because for one, it creates monsters.
Oh yeah.
You know, because these women gonna fuck these children up. And then it gets the man out the house, which is why they get to fuck the children up.
A win-win.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been winning.
Bring it out, brother.
Yep. So just to back the brother up, Salak 14:6. Matter of fact, verse 5. Verse 5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good?
Not because Salaki, bro. They put the same chemtrails in the goddamn air that these motherfuckers gotta breathe themselves.
I got a white chick that take pictures of them and send it to me all the time, and she be mad as fuck. Why? Little red faces. Why?
And they buy
right? She sent them to me all the time. Did you see this shit today? I'm like, damn. I look out like, damn.
Well, it was
so they it's fucking them up too. That's why she's mad.
Fucking them up worse.
The reason we know about the chemtrails is because Esau told on the internet.
Exactly.
They the ones that we don't have.
Well, I noticed the shit and wondered what the fuck it was.
Right. But we didn't have the ability to go test it and find out it's
the full cocktail.
It's barium in this and it's
right.
all that.
Selenium.
They told us that.
Mercury, goddamn it, aluminum, fucking follicles, metals, goddamn it, the C to the 1 to the 9 in it, all kind of shit.
You go on YouTube, you can find a bunch of Edomites that telling you about why they collect it, why they do their water a certain way.
Yeah.
Why they do this? They tell you about it. They tell you can go find natural springs in your area.
Yeah.
They the ones that put me onto the website. Oh, you can go find a natural spring right there. Just take your bottle. They did that, man. Yeah. Hey, it's Edomites. It's a website I went to get they got dog vax exemptions. It's that's an Edomite run website. The shit I give my dogs so they don't have to worry about whatever it is. I forget what it is now.
Parvo and all the other shit.
Yeah, the reason I found this natural, which is they basically take nodes from animals that were sick with it. You activate the disease so they eat it, they get a natural immunity. That's from the Edomite website.
Wow.
All this little extra shit. That's from Esau. They fucking Esau love his dogs. Right. It's a little too much to peanut butter. A lot too much. But they fucking even they like, damn, you fucking us up in our dogs, man. Right. You know, a dog arthritis 7 years old because they get hit with that vaccine. You know, and then they eating that damn
processed food
Man,
all the time.
and then you put me on that. And if you had any sense, you get a 40-pound bag of dog food gonna cost you $40. Depending on the dog, may even cost you $60. You can go to the grocery store and catch it on sale, catch chicken legs.
Hey, look, I'm gonna
for
put y'all on
$1.
sauce.
Put $1 a pound. I don't feed my
Hey,
dog.
get better. Costco business.
Yeah.
Get the 40-pound raw. Go raw with the dog, man. Not like Esau, man.
My dog eat raw.
40 pounds, man.
$40. You know
They
what
got
I'm
the halal. They got the halal legs or the halal quarters, man. Cheap as hell.
Damn. Let me read these couple scriptures, brother. You're gonna get ready to wrap it. This is fear Yahweh Bashim Shai, Proverbs 3:25. Be not afraid of sudden fear, neither desolation of the wicked when it cometh. So we're looking forward to this, man. All right, we do fear the Lord. That's why we do this work. But we're looking forward to. We know that He's going to bring this craziness. All right, because there's no way through this. You know, you can't have a baby without going through birth pains.
That's right.
All right, this is Jeremiah 51:25. Hawashai now will put this one up. It says, "Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith the Lord, which destroyeth all the earth. And I will stretch out my hand upon thee and rule thee down from the rocks." So, you know, the Lord is getting ready to bring them down from power, man. All right? And He's going to give them the faps of life while He's doing it. All right? It says, "And they shall not take of thee a stone for a corner, nor a stone for the foundations, and thou shalt be desolate forever, saith the Lord." So Esau, you're going to have nothing until your demise, until the day Obadiah, which is a final prophecy for you, comes to pass, man. Because after you go through, you know, your 1,000 years, double what we went through. We just read in Revelation. After you go through your 1,000 years of suffering, the most vicious and heinous form of chattel slavery that the world would have ever seen or known. All right, absolutely. Minus the bullshit. All right, the debauchery, exactly. But you're gonna go through it, and after that, you're gonna get rounded up, and you're gonna get put in a big holy bonfire, man.
Bonfire.
So go read Obadiah, man. All right, last scripture, bring it out, brother.
This Ezekiel chapter 35, verse 15. It says, "As thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate."
They took the land. They took our land, man. Took our heritage. That's something that these Christians nor these rabbis, when they never talk about Ezekiel 36 and 37, man. Never. All right.
And tell them myself.
Well, they'll talk about 38, but they ain't gonna fuck with 37 and 36 though, because that's a problem. You start breaking down 36. It's like, wait a minute, y'all can't be those.
It literally tells you Esau and the remnant is the ones in the land.
Exactly.
It says, "So will I do unto thee, thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea, even all of it, and they shall know that I am Yahweh."
Right. So every Edomite, right?
Every
one of you, women, children, all of you. You all gonna go through hell, man.
Vocab will touch you,
right?
Right?
Yeah, vocab is not gonna touch that particular thing. He'll try to talk around it and call it hate, and you know, he'll mess around and do like some of these groups and dismiss a whole book. All right.
They made a song about smashing those Edomite babies upon the stone.
That was a song.
God.
That's a song.
That's a song.
Those
Exactly.
are bars, punchlines.
All right. So with that, we're gonna give all praises, all honor, and glory unto
Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakakudash.
Wam Yasharala.
Wam Yasharala.
Abad Babal.
Abad Babal.
Turn those machines back on. Sell